Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another BJ&Co Destiny video. Today we are talking Siva Clusters, and we are going to show you guys where all the ones that you can grab are outside of the Wrath of the Machine. So this is a total of 26 different Siva fragments that you can get your hands on. You need 5 of them to do one of the quests. I can't remember if it's the Kvostov or I think it's a Galahorn. You need the 5 of them. And then also you need 15 of them for your record book. So we'll show you where to get them all. But then you want to get them all. They're all there. So we're going to get you guys 26 of them now, and then we'll throw in another video with the Wrath of the Machine specifics. So let's get on into this. So the first cluster is in the King of the Mountain mission. As you jump off the gondola, just go to the bottom of the hill here, hang a little bit of a right, and make this jump. If you look to your right, down on the ground, there's the first cluster that unlocks the Iron Lord's 2.9 Grimoire card. The next cluster that we'll be going at is a little bit later in this mission at the boss. Once you get to the boss fight here, you want to wait until this catch comes down on the right hand side that you can see here. You'll now want to jump on top of it. Not an easy jump, but it is completely makeable for all classes. And then you want to hang out here, not die, delay some time, and wait for the catch to continue on its journey. Now that the catch is moving, look towards the tower on your right. This is where you're going to be jumping onto. You want to get on top. If you can't make the top jump, jump onto this little platform here, walk around to the side, and from here you can make the jump up on top. It's a little tough. I found I had some issues with the Warlock, but not with the Titan. Once you get on top, you'll just be looking for the Siva fragment right against the base of this pole here, and then you can go ahead and finish the mission. So the next cluster is in the Walls Come Down mission. From the start of the mission, we'll want to hang a right and head towards this fallen catch. For those of you that don't know, this is also a spot where you can start the Kvostov quest if you come here on patrol. The complete details on how to get that are linked here in our video on how to get the Kvostov quest. You can also get it. You don't have to come here if you have a Kvostov that you originally spawned in the game from either making a new character or from holding on to it since the beginning of the game, which I don't know how many people would have done that with the very first weapon that you started with. So once we're on this catch here, clear out some enemies so that you don't have to worry too much about getting killed. Not that they're super hard or deadly. And then we want to head up these stairs on the left here. And just look to your left in these pillars, and there is our cluster right on the floor. Next, as we exit the catch, we want to head towards the door to the next area. But before we hit the door that's just on our left there, we want to continue to the right here, slide under this thing, look up and behind us, and there is our next Siva cluster. Then fight your way through the wall. Once you come out on the other side where there's this scan area, after or before you've scanned it, kind of whatever you want, you'll continue to your left past here, and then we're looking up towards that little broken roadway. There's a nice pipe on behind there. We want to jump onto this large pipe first. And then if you turn around, you can see the fragment just there. We want to jump up and collect the fragment right like that. One more in the bag. Still in this area, we want to head towards where you have killed fallen walkers hundreds of times in public events. And you'll notice they've got a nice little touch here with a dead fallen walker in the middle. If you go right towards his head area underneath the gun, you will see our next Siva fragment. Taking a bit of a detour from the missions, we're going to head back towards where you pick up your ship for the very first time in Destiny. So you head on through this building, do a bit of weaving through the corridors. If you played Year 1, Year 2, you probably know how to get through here, no problem, from all those patrols on Earth. Once we get into the area where your ship is, hang a direct left, look along the walls here, and there's our next Siva fragment. So that's all the clusters from the Walls Come Down mission. Now on to the Plague Lens mission. So we start in the rocket yard area here. We're going to backtrack a bit away from the objective, kind of towards the area where the Sepix Prime Strike takes you. And we just want to loop around here a little bit. Again, you've probably been through here plenty of times. But we're headed towards where the hive spawn in with the Taken King. I believe it's the Hand of Crota. I'm blanking. So in this room here, you can get into the back of it, and we've got the fragment hanging on the wall here. This is the Iron Lord's 2.5 Grimoire card. Next, once we get into the actual Plaguelands area during the mission, we are going to follow the area that you're going to need to go for the mission. And along your right-hand side here, there's a bunch of Siva. And right underneath, we've got the next fragment, which is the Clovis Bray 1.4 Grimoire card. Next, once we get to where we can enter the bunker, there's a tower in the middle. We want to walk upstairs in this tower. You can see where we are now, and look behind the computer monitors. In this single monitor here, we've got the fragment behind it, Clovis Bray 1.5. And finally, when we get to the end of this mission, where's all the guns that you have to destroy, if you run to your right-hand side, the gun there, if you jump on top of it, you can see a beautiful red light shining there. That is our last cluster. Our next cluster is in the Download Complete mission, and in the last room, you want to go to the right-hand side where these monitors are. And lo and behold, we've got the fragment hiding right behind there for the Fallen 3.2 Grimoire card. We're now into the Iron 2 mission, and as you're going along, before you go into the tanker, you can do a bit of a detour in the Plaguelands over this area where there's a ship on the side of the road. If you jump onto the ship here, navigate around to its very bow, you can find a fragment just hanging out right at the tip there, doing a little Titanic, but not hanging right off the edge. Then once we get inside where we have to switch the power cores, if you look around the right-hand side of the room, you can see one just on the ground here by that chunk of Siva there that you can pick up. Next, once we get into the Archon's Forge, instead of just running through, you want to stop and head to this platform on the left-hand side where snipers like to spawn, and inside there's a Siva fragment that you can pick up. Continue on through. Once you get down into this deep area where you can activate the door, up behind this monitor here is our next Siva cluster. Not the easiest to see, but it is there. And you can pick that one up. Continuing on, once we drop down this pit, you want to hang a left, kind of turn around, and run along the wall here. When you get to the edge, if we get there, such a slowpoke, such a slowpoke. Get to this edge here, look down, there's actually some platforms you can jump onto. Head along here, and on your left-hand side, there will eventually be a cave that you can go into. Run all the way to the back and look in your right-hand side, and there is our next Siva cluster. Continuing on, once we get to the final room where you will be battling all sorts of fun stuff, head to the left-hand side, jump over here, look to your right, and you can see the cluster just in that pile of Siva, and grab that fragment to get the last one from this mission. Now on to the Sepic's Perfected Strike. As you're going along, before you head into the building to go along the strike, you want to just look left here, and you can see that there is a wonderful laser grid hanging in the wall to your left. If we head over to this, you'll need a splicer key to be able to get into here, but you can easily open it up because you should have plenty of slicer keys. Their captain does spawn in here, but there's a relic if you want it, or you know, you are running with a team in a strike, you should be able to take this out no problem. Once the pestering captain has been destroyed, you look to your right-hand side of the room. There is a fragment just behind this monitor here. Kind of a theme. Later on in the mission, you'll get to where the Fallen Walker is. Once you defeat the Walker, in the left-hand side, there's a door behind him. Up in the room where there is a ghost, there is also a Siva fragment right along the wall there. You can see my buddy Jacob has picked it up there. And then next, in the same area where the Fallen Walker's been destroyed, you can see the door to go on to the next area. There's a Siva node right there. Destroy it, jump to where it is, look behind you, and there is the next fragment. Finally, we're headed to the boss area. And before you get in, when you get in here, don't kill anything. Just make a mad dash to the front left. Nothing will attack you. Go down this ramp, turn around, and just under the ramp here, you can see the last fragment for this mission. Next in the Wretched Eye Strike, once you get in the bunker, you want to hang a right and then jump onto this pipe that I've now made my way up to. From the stairs works very well. And then you want to jump up onto the top level above us. We can see here, this is a nice stepping spot on the ductwork, and then all the way up. Once you're up here, you want to look to your left, and you can see there's something floating in the middle. You want to jump right up towards that, and the first Siva fragment is just chilling on top of here. Next, down in the second silo, you can tell with the slanted thing, we want to jump to the middle here, look in the shipping container, and there's a fragment right on the roof there. Easy peasy. Nothing squeezy. And the final one in here is a little tough. Right before you enter the last door, if you turn around, you can see some platforms on the far side. You want to jump across and be ready to jump again, because this will fall down. You jump to your left again, land on this one. This one will also fall. If you jump, see this little alcove? Inside is our fragment. The final Siva fragment that you can get without having to go into the raid is in the Fellwinter's Peak social space. This is a wonderful jumping puzzle that I'm just going to get started on and allow you guys to watch as we go. And so this will be number 26 of all of the Siva fragments that you've picked up. This is quite a hike. Don't worry, you will likely fall multiple times. There are some very tough jumps along the way. I think I had to do it 6 or 7 times in order to get it the first time that I did it, but just take it slow and easy, follow where I've gone, and be a little bit careful. You don't really want to be jumping tight to any of the rocks. A lot of them, if you jump up when you're pressed right against the wall, it will slightly push you back and force you off the mountain. So it never hurts to land, back up a little bit, make your jumps. There's also some that are very, very tough as we get along, but just keep following, see where I've gone, take it step by step. Currently, I do not have the Siva fragments from the Wrath of the Machine collected yet, but what you can do is we will put one of those out and it will be linked here for you. And at the beginning of the video, if any of you are interested in getting the raid done, we've gotten partway through already, but would love to go through there and also get some footage about the Outbreak Prime exotic pulse rifle, where all the monitors are and everything. So if you'd be interested in joining us on Xbox One doing some raids, throw it down in the comments below. We always love playing with our community, so we figured this would be a good opportunity for you to get your chance to get in. We always love hanging out with you guys. So now we're starting to get to the sketchy jumps. Make sure you back away from the walls. There's lots of little things that are, as you make the jump, will push you if you're tight against the wall. So just try to err on the side of caution here as much as possible. Once you get to here, turn around and you gotta actually clear this jump. It looks long, totally makeable. Totally makeable. Go. God, I'm stressing out just rewatching all of this. How bad is that? This is probably, honestly, probably one of the toughest Siva fragments to get, just because it is such a pain to do all of these jumps. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Looks like you might get pushed off, but you can make the walk. Jump up some more. And again, this one we're going to jump out a little bit first, I believe. Come on. Stop standing there with your finger up your ass, Ben. Yeah, jump out. Another one that the wall will push you, so stay up there. We're going to go a bit higher. Oh, so sketchy. So sketchy. Going to go a bit higher still. I love the music in the background. It totally feels like you're way up on a mountain. And then we've got another clear jump here. You know, just go for it. Very careful of that ledge there. That can knock you off. So err on the side of out again. You know, they give you lots of landing room on the outside. You don't have to land close to the wall. And then a few more to go up. We're getting there. We're almost up at the top, guys. Almost up at the top. And slightly more. Slightly more. You can still go a bit higher. And then we can jump behind us first onto that outcropping. Eventually we want to go to our left, but I feel if we are numpties like that and screw that jump up. Luckily enough, you can either get screwed on the respawns here or you can have a nice go. And I got lucky and it respawned me right at the bottom of that little channel that I was jumping up. So back to our right here, we can turn around, we can jump to our right again, actually make it this time, not get pushed off, but a perfect example of those push I was talking, and then jump across again. And this is the last jump, guys. This is the last jump that you have to make in order to make this happen. I lied. You got to go up a bit higher first. And then you can make the jump nice and easily. Across to the top, there's a beautiful campfire up here. Some dead bodies, because why would you want to leave? And then right on the edge of this peak here, I unfortunately picked it up with my hunter already, but on the edge of this peak, where I will be looking at in just a second, is where our Siva fragment is hiding for you. Once you've done here, the only way to get down is jump. Have some fun. You will probably die a couple of times, but hey, it is totally worth it. This is my favorite part of this, is actually just jumping down and dying. So that is where all the Siva fragments are, guys. I hope you found this super helpful. If you did, smash that like button. If you want updates of when our new Destiny videos come out, or even some of our other content, we do a variety of things. You can click the subscribe button to check out our channel. We're back here every Friday with Xur data for you and all sorts of fun Rise of Iron stuff. So thank you very much for watching. You're also welcome to check us out on your favorite social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Tumblr, Reddit, Vote, all those fun stuff. And yeah, thanks again for watching. We hope to see you all next time.